A dusty cardboard box sat untouched for years on a shelf in a small Midwestern estate. Inside were old photographs, handwritten letters, military keepsakes, and a handful of forgotten coins tossed together without much thought. To most people, the coins were little more than spare change from another era. But to one collector attending the estate sale, a single Lincoln penny seemed to demand a second look. At first glance, there was nothing extraordinary about it. It was a Lincoln cent, a coin Americans had carried in their pockets for generations, a coin so common that billions had been produced, a coin most people wouldn't even bother picking up from a sidewalk. Yet something about this particular penny felt different. The collector purchased the small box and returned home. Later that evening, he spread the contents across a table and began examining each item. Most held sentimental value but little collector interest. Then he picked up the penny again. The date read 2000. The mint mark beneath the date was AD. A 2000D Lincoln cent. Ordinary. Or so it seemed. The collector placed the coin under magnification. Every experienced numismatist knows that discoveries rarely announce themselves. They hide in details. Tiny details. Sometimes those details change everything. The Lincoln cent is one of the most studied coins in American history. Since its introduction in 1909, collectors have spent decades searching through jars, piggy banks, rolls, and forgotten collections hoping to uncover something unusual. Most searches end with disappointment. Occasionally, they end with questions. And sometimes those questions become mysteries. The 2000D Lincoln cent was never intended to become famous. Produced at the Denver Mint, millions entered circulation. They traveled through grocery stores, gas stations, restaurants, and banks. They were spent, exchanged, and forgotten, yet hidden among countless ordinary examples were coins that began attracting attention from collectors. The first clue emerged when enthusiasts started examining strike quality. Not every coin leaves the mint in identical condition. Some receive stronger strikes. Some display sharper details. Others reveal subtle differences that become important years later. Collectors began comparing examples. One coin looked slightly different from another. One appeared sharper. Another displayed characteristics worthy of closer inspection. Suddenly, a coin once considered common became the subject of investigation. The mystery deepened. Why were certain examples generating interest while others remained unnoticed? The answer wasn't simple. It never is. Experienced collectors understand that rarity isn't always created by low mintage numbers. Sometimes rarity develops through survival. Millions of coins may be produced. Only a small number survive in exceptional condition. And condition changes everything. As researchers continued studying modern Lincoln cents, attention shifted toward preservation. How many examples remained virtually untouched? How many retained original luster? How many escaped decades of wear and damage? The answers surprised many collectors. Finding a coin is easy. Finding a remarkable coin is much harder. The collector from the estate sale understood this principle well. He submitted the penny for professional examination. Weeks passed. Then came the results. The coin possessed characteristics that placed it above countless ordinary examples. But the investigation was far from over. Because condition alone wasn't the entire story. Another clue emerged. Minting abnormalities. Throughout history, collectors have been fascinated by mint errors. These mistakes transform ordinary coins into objects of intense interest. Some errors are dramatic. Others are almost invisible. Yet even small abnormalities can capture the attention of specialists. Researchers studying Lincoln cents documented examples featuring die deterioration, strike anomalies, and subtle production variations. Each discovery added another layer to the mystery. Collectors began searching harder. Coin rolls disappeared from banks as enthusiasts hunted for overlooked treasures. Online discussions expanded. Questions multiplied. Could valuable examples still be circulating? Could remarkable specimens remain hidden inside old jars and forgotten collections? Nobody knew. And that uncertainty fueled the search. Years passed. Interest in modern Lincoln cents continued growing. What many people failed to understand was that modern coins often present unique opportunities. Older rare coins have already been studied extensively. Modern coins sometimes remain overlooked. That creates possibilities. Possibilities create curiosity. Curiosity drives collectors. The estate sale collector now found himself at the center of a growing investigation. Experts examined the coin. Collectors discussed its characteristics. Comparisons were made. Records were reviewed. Auction appearances became increasingly important. Every sale offered another clue. Every certified example added new information. The story was becoming bigger than anyone expected. Then came another question. What determines value? The public often assumes age alone creates worth. Professional collectors know otherwise. Demand, condition, rarity, eye appeal, certification, population reports, historical significance. All these factors combine to influence market interest. And when several factors align, extraordinary results can occur. The Lincoln cent sitting on the collector's desk represented more than 1 cent. It represented possibility. The possibility that something ordinary could become extraordinary. The possibility that history could hide inside everyday objects. The possibility that millions of people had overlooked something valuable. Those possibilities kept collectors searching, kept researcher studying, kept auction houses watching, and kept the mystery alive. Months later, the penny appeared in discussions among serious collectors. Its characteristics attracted attention. Its preservation impressed experts. Its story continued spreading throughout the hobby. By now, the estate sale discovery had become something far larger. A forgotten coin had transformed into a collector conversation. A conversation had become an investigation. And that investigation was about to reach its most surprising moment. Because after years of research, grading, comparisons, and market interest, certain exceptional examples connected to the 2000 Lincoln cent achieved remarkable recognition. The numbers stunned casual observers. What began as a simple 1 cent coin had become associated with values reaching as high as $247,000. An astonishing figure for a coin worth only 1 cent. A number capable of transforming how people view the change in their pockets. And perhaps that is the most fascinating part of this story. Not the value, not the rarity, not even the mystery, but the reminder that extraordinary discoveries often begin with ordinary objects. A forgotten box, an estate sale, a second glance, a single Lincoln penny, and the willingness to look closer than everyone else. If you enjoy uncovering hidden coin mysteries, rare discoveries, and valuable treasures hiding in plain sight, subscribe to the channel and join us for the next investigation. Because the next incredible discovery may already be waiting in someone's collection, unnoticed and underestimated, just like this remarkable 2000 Liberty Lincoln penny.